What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again today, dressed in a suit and tie because I'm about to head to the Wolves game against Iowa tonight. Working that, of course. And got 3 BFRs to do first, though, so we'll get these done, and then I'm going to head off. Game 62 versus the Vancouver Canucks, a 7:30 game on March 6th. My brother and father were there. The Wolves were, I was working the Illinois High School Hockey Championships that night at Allstate Arena, so I was not in attendance, but I would have been. Good thing I wasn't. The Hawks lose this one 6-3 to the worst team in the league in Vancouver. Shots are a record of 23, 29, and 10. Shots were 23-22 Chicago. Hits were 20-17 Vancouver. And faceoffs 37-18 Vancouver. Power play Chicago 0 for 3, Vancouver 1 for 4. Soderblom 16 out of 20 saves. Tolopilo 20 out of 23. In the first, the Hawks get started early. A minute and 8 seconds in at 18:52, it's a Chicago goal to Ryan Donato, his 14th of the season from Nazar to make it 1-0. And then exactly a minute later, Vancouver responds, and it's Drew O'Connor with his 15th of the season from Wallinder and Pettersson to make it 1-1. 17:28, Vancouver goal to Jake DeBrusk then, so less than 30 seconds later. 14th of the season from Bouillon and Pettersson to make it 2-1. I should have wrote down which Pettersson's it was. Now that I think about it, I wasn't thinking. 13:28, it was a Vancouver goal then to Teddy Bluger, 6th of the season from Pettersson and Sasson to make it 3-1. So that's 3 goals in the span of about 3.5 minutes. And the Hawks, who were up 1-0, are now down 3-1. 8 minutes, though, the Hawks get one back, and it's Ilya Mikheyev's 12th of the season from Moore and Bertuzzi to make it 3-2. Then the penalties start. 5:22, it's a Vancouver penalty to Ratu for interference. That's killed. 1:30, Vancouver penalty to Bouillon for hooking. That's killed because Rinzel takes a penalty 30 seconds into the power play at 1 minute. That's for tripping, and then it's killed off after the 4-on-4. Then 17:49, it's a Chicago and Vancouver coincidental minors. It's Mangiapane, who's in his first game with the Chicago Blackhawks, and Hronek for roughing. That's 4-on-4. Nothing happens there. 14:14, though, it's a Chicago penalty to Del Mastro. That's for holding. That's killed off. 9:51, it's a Vancouver penalty to Wallinder for high sticking. That's killed. 7:55, Chicago penalty to Donato for high sticking. That's killed. But with 43 seconds to go in the period, Frank Nazar ties the game with his 8th of the season from Vlasic and Mikheyev to make it 3-3. In the third, at 18:24, it's a Chicago penalty to Vlasic for high sticking. That's not killed off, and that really killed the game for the Hawks. 17:20, it's a power play goal to Brock Besser, his 14th of the season from Carlson and DeBrusk to make it 4-3. And then at the end of the game, 2 empty netters are hit. One at 1:26 from Max Sasson, 11th of the season unassisted to make it 5-3. And then with 16 seconds to go, Brock Besser gets his 2nd of the game for the empty netter. 15th of the season from Rossi and Hronek to make it a 6-3 victory for the Vancouver Canucks. Not the kind of game you want. First game after the deadline. We'll see if it gets better from here. I want to thank you all so much for watching this video, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.